everyone. So I'm here with you guys in another video from Montreal. I'm actually leaving Canada today. I'm just waiting to go to the airport and drop off the car and say bye to Canada. The last video that you watched was from a couple of days ago, and since then I didn't really do any other activity, so I didn't film anything. I was busy with a lot of paperwork and running some errands. The most important one, my passport. If you remember a couple of videos before, I told you guys that I went and I applied for a new Canadian passport, and my trip is today, and I was supposed to go pick it up yesterday. So I was a bit worried that, oh my god, if they made a mistake with my name, with the spelling, or with the date of birth and all of that, what am I gonna do? So yesterday I was a bit worried, but everything worked out. I went there, I picked up the passport, and right now I actually have two. But of course this one is cancelled because they punched a hole in it. So this one is the old one, cancelled. You can still request to keep the old one. I don't have any visas or anything in it, but some people that they have a visa in the old passport, they can keep the old passport. And this is the brand new one. I thought the design they're gonna change and I might get the new design, but no, it's exactly the same as the old one. Maybe in a few months they're gonna change it. So that is good. That was taken care of perfectly. When credit is due, I should give it, because when I went to deal with my driver's license, that department, it's a complete mess. There was a poor woman, she was saying that for 5 months she's waiting for her documents. I didn't really understand if it was her car registration or her driver's license, but she was really mad. And even my driver's license, they're gonna send it now in a month. Who knows when it's gonna come. And then my friends here, they're gonna send it to us in Brazil. But passport, no, everything was done perfectly, and exactly the day they said, the time that they said. I went to pick it up, and everything was done really, really well. It was $210, but it's a bit more expensive because I paid for the 10-year option and also for a quick pickup, because normally I think it's cheaper if you want it to be mailed to you, but it might take up to like 2 weeks to receive it. And there's another option that would be more expensive than mine, but if it is like you're traveling the next day, so you go today and the next day in the morning you go and you pick up, that's the quickest, but it's more expensive. I don't know exactly how much, but anyway, my option, my choice, no, not choice, my situation this time was 210, 10-year, and like 4 or 5 days later to pick up. So that's done. Then I'm going to go to the airport, check in. I am also trying to see if I can check into an earlier flight, because the way it is I'm flying from Montreal to Toronto. Then from Toronto we fly to Sao Paulo, and then from Sao Paulo to Maceió. The only problem is my flight from here arrives in Toronto at 9:30 p.m. My next flight, which is also an international flight, is at 11 p.m. So I have from 9:30 to 11, but 11 the plane leaves. Usually the way they did it when I was coming here in Brazil, because it's a huge plane, they start boarding 1 hour before the flight. So basically it means technically, if everything goes according to the plan, I land in Toronto at 9:30, and then I have to start boarding at 10, which is very tight because also it's a domestic flight, the first one. Then I really think I have to go through another security, and then after that go to the gate, which might be in a different terminal. So I find it a bit tight. I hope that I can get on an earlier flight, because I checked and there's like another like 3 or 4 flights before my flight going to Toronto. So if I can hopefully get on another flight that is earlier, that would be perfect. So then I will have enough time in Montreal, and I'll have enough time in Toronto. No stress, because in case I miss the other flight to Sao Paulo, my God, I think I have to stay in Toronto and then like be on the next flight for the next day, which is really not convenient. So let's see if I can actually get on an earlier flight. Stay tuned, I'll update you soon. Okay, so everything is fine. Dropped off the car and wrapped the bags, and the terminal also looks much more decent. I'm gonna put some pictures of the terminal last year when we were here, and my God, it was a war zone full of people. So many lines going all over each other. So far that is a good start. Everything is good, more decent. And now I'm gonna go check in and try to see if I get on an earlier flight. Let's see. I tried and it didn't work out. There were basically, when I checked online, there were basically 4 or 5 different flights, but apparently 2 of those flights were cancelled. So all the other flights that are going to Toronto, they're actually fully booked. So that didn't work out, but again, it's okay. It was the first time that I went through security, and then I see like one of my bags comes and the other one goes through the other way. I was like, oh no. And I have no idea what they had seen in my bag, because I never have any liquid, nothing in it. And I just waited, and the guy came, he just looked at the monitor, he didn't even open the bags. I think they just saw something that could have been suspicious. And that's it. They just told me, no, you can go and there's no problem, no issues or whatsoever. So I could just go. And now I'll have to kill almost 4 hours. I'm gonna go to the lounge. I'm hoping the lounge is not a jungle, and stay there. I haven't had anything actually. I didn't eat because I knew I'm coming to the airport, then I'm gonna go on the flights, they're gonna feed us, so I'm hungry. It's like 4 p.m. and hungry Bahi is an angry Bahi, so we don't want an angry Bahi. Let's head to the lounge. You're gonna love Air Canada. My flight is at 8:10 tonight, so at the lounge that I have access to, they're telling me I can only go to the lounge 3 hours before the flight. So you have access to the lounge for 3 hours, but you have to leave like at least half an hour, 45 minutes before to go and start your boarding. So basically it's a joke, because they're 3 hours that they tell you, it's actually maximum 2 hours. So I told the lady, okay, can I leave like half an hour later, half an hour earlier at the end? No sir, you cannot even have access because it's 3 hours and a half. So I have to walk in the terminal for half an hour, and then I can go to the lounge and stay there for like 2 hours and a half, even though technically you have 3 hours. It's not really 3 hours then. It's 3 hours before your flight that you can even go to the lounge. Basically, I have a problem because they pretend that they're giving you an option. They pretend they're giving you access to the lounge, but it's a joke because come on, this is ridiculous. But anyway, so I'm gonna kill half an hour and then after that come back here, deal with the same people, and then I tell them, okay, now is it good? Do I have enough, you know, time before my flight to go to the lounge or not? Anyway. Okay, made it and had lunch. I'm gonna stay here for like a couple of hours, and then after that I'm gonna go to board for my next flight. I ate, so I should be in a better mood. The lounge is very simple, nothing special. It goes the whole way behind this partition. There's another partition here also, like behind the seating. Food is simple. Nothing special. So I'm at the gate. I'm not sure if I can film anything at Ontario Airport because I have to run to my next gate. So probably I'll see you guys when I'm on my seat on the plane to Sao Paulo. Let's see if we can make it or they're gonna put me on another flight. We shall see. Okay, in Toronto, running to get my next flight. The plane was half an hour late, even though the captain, I don't know what he did, but made it here like in less than an hour, but the flight left late half an hour, and now I have even less time to make it to the gate. Let's see. Looks like I made it finally. No. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. Excuse me. Alright, I made it to the gate. So now they're all lined up. But I made it. All good. Whew. Next one will be on the plane, and I'll update you when I get on the plane. We're waiting for the plane to come to the gate.
For Air Canada Maceió service to Sao Paulo, Buenos Aires. I still don't have an exact time of when our aircraft is going to be arriving. I was told in 10 minutes. They should be done with the catering and grooming and then being pulled over. Unfortunately, this flight will be delayed a little bit. I don't have an updated time yet. As soon as I do get updated, I'll make sure to make another announcement. Thank you very much.
So, flight is going to be delayed, and they're just going to bring the plane to the gate because the plane is parked at the domestic terminal. So, I'm here, I made it, so we'll wait. When when your flight is delayed, just take a walk around the terminal. Relax, you've got this.
So in the terminal, it's just full of iPads and the paying machines for cards. I think it is kind of like I think in Newark last time I went it was like this also, that you order the food on the iPad and then you pay, and then from the restaurants around they know which table you're sitting at and they bring your food to you. So that is another way of serving people. Instead of all the restaurants having all the tables inside them, you can sit all around the terminal and they will bring you your food.
And this is
A piece of art. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this as a piece of art?
I know art is really personal and each person's interpretation of art is different, but let me know what you think.
I'm curious.
Since I came to Canada years ago, I always have a different understanding of art, and I cannot really connect with what is perceived as art in a lot of the parts of North America. But again, art is personal and definitely open to interpretation. So that's why I want to know your comments and your opinion about this. And if you have been to Montreal, Toronto, if you live in North America, let me know. What do you think of North American art?
Now, you see all of those people lined up there? They are all there for my flight, which is delayed.
So I'm gonna wait, and when they open the gate, I'm gonna board. Stay tuned. Next would be boarding.
No. Once again, we are boarding from both gates. Time limit until the airport taps.
So 1 hour delay, but now we are finally boarding. So let's see. Also, the plane is going to be huge, and it goes to Sao Paulo and then Buenos Aires. So there are people that actually have their final destinations in Argentina. So it should be a huge plane, and apparently it's fully booked.
Okay, that's me.
Stowaway the items identified with the white tag under the seat in front of you. Your other carry-on items may be stowed in our overhead bins. Please note the exit signs on the aircraft are identified by a green symbol. The arrows indicate the direction to the exit. Please note your exit. Wi-Fi is available on this aircraft aboard and to the claiming. You may connect to the internet by
So in my seat, and all good, everything worked out. Now I can just sleep, and tomorrow we'll be in Sao Paulo.
Is that how long it's going to take you?
Just landed in Sao Paulo and I have 2 hours to go through customs, collect my luggage, and then check in again, drop off my luggage and get on my next gate. Oh, and also go through security. So, because this flight was delayed for 2 hours. So, another 2 hours of chaos. Let's see if I make it. Sao Paulo. I made it, but as soon as I got off the plane, they said that most probably I won't have enough time because I have to go through customs, which I actually just did. It was empty for foreigners, the line. Now I have to go collect the luggage, then go to a counter for the domestic flight. I really don't know, because I have to also then change my terminal, go through another security to get to my gate. And for all of that I have like, sorry, I moved the camera. I have like an hour and a half. And as you might know, Sao Paulo Airport is a city itself.
Regardless of your final destination.
So let's see if we can make it or not. Apparently there's supposed to be an Air Canada counter after the luggage claim, so I can talk to them if they can put me on another flight for my last flight. So let's see. I couldn't film because it was too stressful. Everything was like right after another. I had like everything by just like minutes, and then I get to security and it's a huge lineup. So, but I'm in my seat, so I made it. At least we're gonna get to the destination. Finally and officially in Maceió. We made it. It was a very weird trip this time because every step of the way was like, okay, what do we do? Am I gonna make it or not? It was a little bit crazy, so, but it worked out. Mariana was not with me, but she was always micromanaging from here, from Brazil, to actually check the flight status, if a gate was changed, if I had to go change a terminal. So she was checking everything online and sending me all the text, and then once I would get off the plane, I would get all the text and then plan where to run to. But no, everything worked out, all good, made it. So, if you have ever had a hectic or crazy flight like this, let us know in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give us a like to support us. Leave us some comments so we know how you feel about this, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.